Yeah, that's a good sign right there. All right.
This is gonna be another one of your really long talks again.
Oh, you know me. I like to hear myself talk some days. But I'd suspect you. Oh,
It just worries me. It,
knock, knock. Governor, Chief Justice. Governor, Chief Justice, anybody here?
Yes, sir. We'll be right back.
There he was.
Yeah, I was just about to say we saw him coming in.
Oh, hell, I must have missed him then.
You're standing out the balcony up there.
Oh, yeah, didn't even see him. My damn eyes were not cooperating.
in many different ways.
There they are.
Sorry about that, gentlemen.
Oh, not a problem, Chief Justice.
So are we here to swear in Mr. Reed?
I'm very
Is that Reed?
pleased.
That is Reed.
Okay.
Mr. Reed.
Let me get my things together. If you want to hand Governor Tinker the ranger badge.
Oh, let's see. Where'd I put that damn thing?
At least it's not a wedding ring.
Oh,
Those always get lost in pockets.
there it is. Oh, Governor, here you are, sir.
All right.
Hate for you to mix those two up.
There you are, sir.
And what is your first and last name, Reed?
It is Simon Reed.
Simon Reed. Okay.
It's got a silent E in it.
So basically how this goes is you will repeat after me, and then Governor Tinker will put his badge on you. Feel free to stand right here where I am. And it's kind of awkward, but you'll put your hand out as if you were swearing on the Bible. I don't have a book to really actually put out.
That's okay. Hold one up.
All right. I, Simon Reed,
Simon Reed,
solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the State of Dorado
solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the State of Dorado
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may lower your hand, and then Governor Tinker, please pin the badge on him.
Very much, sir.
There you are.
Yeah, Mr. Reed. How does it feel, sir?
Feels real good, sir. Thank you.
Oh, Judge, how are you, sir?
Quite alright. I was secretly watching from upstairs.
Well, Mr. Reed, I have one more thing for you, sir.
Oh, what's that?
Here you are, Mr. Reed. Mr. Black got them to me.
Ooh.
And do be very cautious, because I'm not going to ever hand you an unloaded weapon.
Yes, please don't shoot.
Oh no, I won't. Does look pretty. The engraving's beautiful.
Mr. Black did an excellent job.
That he did.
And that particular
Thank you, sir.
firearm is very unique. So don't ever lose it, and don't you ever trade it.
Nope.
Now, Mr. Reed, now it is official, sir. You are no longer a recruit. You're now a full ranger. You
Still up?
Still got a little learning to do, but those things only come with time and experience. But I have no doubt you'll make every one of us very proud out there protecting them trail roads.
That is the plan.
And always remember, Mr. Reed, if you're ever not sure about something, don't be shy to ask a question.
I will never hesitate.
Much rather just ask the question and give you the right answer than, foolish decisions be made.
The only dumb question is a question that is unasked.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I do have to brag on him. I was quite impressed with his studying on the laws. He learned them quite well.
Good.
We'll test out that knowledge, I'm sure, soon enough.
Oh, like I said, Mr. Reed, it's not a matter of if it would ever be needed. Right now, it's just a matter of when will it be needed.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully now.
It's like I said, them two-legged predators can often be a lot more difficult than the four-legged kind.
That is true.
Chief Justice, you alright?
It's been a odd day. I did receive a settling letter earlier. I didn't get a chance to discuss it with the governor yet.
That's no good. Is there anything we can be of assistance with? Oh.
Did they hand it to you? Or was it another arrow in the bolt?
Well, it wasn't an arrow in the board. It was delivered with a a few other stacks of papers when I received my mail today.
Oh, really? Let's just take a look here. What in the world?
And this was delivered to you?
Yes.
Not here at the office, your personal mail.
Correct.
Okay.
Here you go, Governor.
I haven't told Winnie yet either, so please, I don't want her to go off the deep end.
I understand, Chief Justice. You know we will not speak of it outside of this room. But I do have to ask, ma'am, what would lead somebody to leave this note for you?
Well, I spoke to the Pinkertons about the issue of the missing records, expressed some ideas of who it could have possibly been. Nothing that really was concrete. And then I received this, and it reminded me of a gentleman that previously had kidnapped me and roughed me up quite a bit, actually. He threw me at the doors of the Rhodes Bank because he couldn't get in.
Oh, Lord.
He had kidnapped me a second time after I went to the law for fear of my own life. And this is back when I was just a judge. I wasn't a chief justice at the time. And I didn't have people running around protecting me when he had taken me both times. I was lucky enough that I think it was Ulysses and his wife that had found me in Rhodes when I was tied up after he was long gone. But he did say that if I ever went to the law about him, he would kill me. And receiving this letter worries me.
Chief Justice, what's this man's name?
I never got it. It was a large Russian man, usually wore some sort of mask, very large, not just tall like Tinker, but just a very large man, covered in pelts. I believe he had black hair. It was very hard to tell what was hair and what wasn't. Didn't speak decent English. When he had taken me to Rhodes, he was riding around and I was in my buggy, and he looked confused as if like he didn't know where he was going, so I slowed down to speak with him, and he killed a local off of a horse in front of me, and stabbed him several times, and then pointed a gun towards me and hijacked the buggy, and then forced me to drive him all the way to Rhodes, where he hogtied me and did all of that.
So
I'm a little confused here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they be mad that you're going to the law? You as Chief Justice, aren't you the law?
Yes, but I can't arrest someone or put them in prison without, the help of law enforcement.
right.
I don't know what connection he has to this, but he did say the second time, because he actually got out of Sisika whenever it happened. The second time, he was caught for something. I don't even know if it was necessarily the same crime. I can't remember. I wasn't in charge of the case because obviously victim and all.
All right.
But he was in Sisika, and his time served had ended before they ever prosecuted. So they had to let him go, and he fled. But he made it very clear back then that he was going to make my life, and pardon my language, a living hell. And I worry that this is kind of the beginning of it.
Good Lord. For your safety, ma'am, I would highly recommend that you never be alone.
I would also like my judge here to not be alone either when traveling the state. I know you can protect yourself, Justice Borsai, or Borsay, oh my gosh. Sorry,
It's
I am
okay.
just very...
It's okay. It's okay.
But I don't want him to possibly put you in danger in hopes to get me to be reactionary.
Ma'am,
I don't want to be used as a second wanted person. At least if you kidnap me, do it because it's me. This just hurt my ego. Not that I want to be kidnapped at all. No, please, no. But
It's not an enjoyable experience.
No, it isn't.
I'll start the paperwork. Very dapping Frenchman.
well, I do believe extra precaution is warranted. I will send out instructions to all the rangers that they will expand their patrols down here to St. Denis. And they will specifically check the government building and support Sheriff Hunt and protecting these streets as well.
Mm-hmm.
My men aren't accustomed to fighting in the streets, but they'll damn sure take care of anything out in the wilds. But your safety is number one.
Absolutely.
I know Governor can bust a jackrabbit in the head at 100 yards with any weapon. So I know as long as the governor's here, you'll be safe.
Yes, and when he did get me, well, Tinker, actually, you got me the sawed off, so
Excellent.
I have something that I could just point and pull.
Well, 2 rounds, but you know that damn shot off, as long as you're in the right direction, it's gonna hurt like hell if not take something off.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I do think this individual might be tied to the missing records, one of the letters that was folded and written on that he had sent was actually a court case record of my own that was lost during that whole raid of theft. So I think he is part of that group, or there might be a group, I don't know, but he had something that he shouldn't have had.
Right.
And that's what he wrote on.
Well, and Chief Justice, just considering all things, I would imagine this man probably at least has an idea about Winnie. We best protect her as well. I know she won't be
Oh,
keen
she
on the
probably
idea.
doesn't want that.
Oh, fuck.
She probably doesn't want lawmen following her around, but I think until we can figure out some more information, we should be precautious and consider that because of y'all's relationship, she could potentially be another target.
Tinker, do you think we should just tell Winnie what is happening? Do you think that might make her more receptive to having protection?
Just know from Vinny's standpoint, she'll probably go start looking for him and shooting up towns for it.
That is a very real possibility.
Well, speaking from a lot of experience dealing with Winnie, I think that the more she's in the know, the better off, at least whenever it comes to your direct safety. Of course, we don't need to give her details about the case, not saying that, but if she knows you are in danger, she will not venture far from you, I would imagine.
I know.
And I would trust Winnie protecting you just about as much as anybody, to be quite honest.
That is very true.
I know that she's got the aim to back that statement up. I've seen that myself. but
He is a bit of a loose cannon.
that is also a fact. And the reason why I say that it might be better to toss this information at her now rather than later is if she finds out and thinks that you're hiding something from her, she might go off the deep end and go a hunting more than she already will be prone to.
Hell, and I wouldn't put it past Winnie, especially if she found out feeling that something was hidden from her. Just considering some of her past, she may turn towards those who are trying to protect you in a not so productive manner.
That could also be true. I would like to think that would not be the case, but
Yes, sir.
it is possible. I definitely think that the quicker we get her in the know on the fact that, because she knows that you had been kidnapped, right?
I'm pretty sure I shared that with her.
Okay, so if that's the case, she would know that this person already exists. So that would be a little bit better, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Winnie would be a lot more receptive hearing this information from you than anyone else.
Oh gosh, she's gonna put me on lockdown.
And that's a firm possibility, and I can't say that I blame her.
Honestly, no. I mean,
You won't like my suggestion on the situation.
What's that?
Not much different. Let us put you on lockdown.
I mean, I can literally stack every ranger I've got here and arm them to the teeth.
I mean, us and the marshals. We should have coverage here for the three of you.
We could stack the rangers outside, put a sharpshooter up on the balcony, and put the marshals inside with the Pinkertons. We could literally turn this building into a fortress.
That is true.
Because I promise you, Chief Justice, my rangers could nail this bastard in the head from down the street.
especially if he's as big as you say he is.
And hell, if they couldn't hit his ass, they don't need to be a ranger.
Honestly, Tinker, he was. He reminded me a lot of a Russian Kodiak.
Oh, wow.
Like
Correct.
he was just a very large, silently moving man, and it was honestly terrifying.
So he's just a bear. He's just a black bear. Shoot him the same.
Yeah. Kodiak bears are probably one of the most violent bears you'd ever come across. You think grizzlies are bad?
I remember. I did tell Winnie about this guy. She does remember she was in the hospital whenever I had told her about it. Because
That's right, from that knife fight, right? Yep. Okay, I remember
like
now.
I got kidnapped a little bit after she was in the hospital, and she ended up leaving.
Where did she go?
Oh, she went looking for him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she left the hospital when she should not have.
Well,
I think that Winnie will be something that we can rein in a little bit, especially if we make it seem like we're asking for her assistance in guarding the Chief Justice.
Yes, sir.
I think that that might be a better way of trying to present it rather than we're going to have someone following you. Frame it up as she's going to be with the Chief Justice, and she already knows where the Chief Justice goes, law follows. So that might be a better way to frame it.
And
You're correct there, sir.
and honestly, if you treat her more like you're working with her instead of telling her what to do, she'll be more receptive. She's not an idiot. That's
I
But
will.
it
but if
boils
she
down
breaks
to-
the law, we can't look the other way.
I know, and I don't look the other way either when she breaks the law.
Well,
I had to prosecute a case with her.
Fair enough.
I can say this all the time that I've known Miss Winnie. Even knowing her history and everything like that, I've never had a bad interaction with her.
Oh,
Excusez-moi. I just tripped. My head slipped down.
cat-like reflexes.
Well, that's a good thing considering what's going on.
Kick me in the stomach.
Well, you grabbed me.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I just
let me
stumbled.
separate you two.
Yeah. I don't think we can consider it as an offense because it's judge-on-judge violence, so... That's kind of like if two lawmen need to go
I think-
settle something, they just take it
I
out
think
back.
his charge would be worse than mine, though, because he's assaulting a federal employee, whereas I was just defending myself against a state employee.
Yeah, you got a point there. But that's,
Sorry, Judge, you're fucked.
that's for the attorneys to sort out, not for poor peddly little lawmen like myself.
Unfortunately, we don't have any attorneys. It's me and him.
I need a loan for $25,000 so I can flee the country.
I don't think I can offer that loan.
Uh-uh.
Here's the trick. Here's the trick. Just slide it into the paperwork. Don't even tell her.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
you can't leave. You're my only judge.
Exactement.
Please don't leave me by myself again.
Okay, but don't prosecute me then. Wait, does this mean I have a free card?
No.
actually,
Don't the marshals double as lawyers? Isn't that part of
No.
their job?
No.
No.
actually, that gives me an idea, Chief Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, instead of prosecuting the good judge on any offenses, he could just work for free and we could call it community service.
Oh, I do like this idea.
Now, Judge,
Do not.
But no, we don't have marshals.
I do have a new navy I would love to try out.
So we don't have marshals or anyone that isn't trained in court law to be prosecutors or defense attorneys because we've seen the absolute failure whenever that happens. So it is honestly just myself and Judge Borsay who can try and defend, which gets to be very awkward when there's only two of us.
oh
The
wow.
third one, otherwise we don't have a judge.
Yes.
I mean, the marshals managed to fuck up Jack Ketchum's case, which I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that should have been an open and shut deal, and they managed to botch that on every level.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
After I had told them that they shouldn't be trying court cases, and they said that they could handle it. So, yeah.
I think I'll
That's
stick
what
to what
happens
I'm
when
good
they-
at.
whenever they got an actual lawyer to go up against them instead of people trying to defend themselves.
More than happy to be the security for a courtroom, but I think I'll
And
stay
you will.
away. I think I'll definitely stay far away from the bench and.
Don't blame you.
I could always use some nighttime reading. Not that I'd ever use it.
It's a lot of reading. Just ask Justice Borsay.
You know, honestly, read if
You can
want-
send books over. Throw one
It's-
on my horse every day.
It's more than one or two.
Yes, it's definitely a several hundred-page book.
Well, what do you think I do at nights? On the road. Set up a tent, look up at the stars.
Well, if you ever decide not to be a ranger, let me know, and I'll bring you on as a lawyer.
I wouldn't sign up for that. I couldn't stand the smoke from
What smoke?
The smokestacks here in Saint Denis.
Oh, you don't have to reside in Saint Denis. One of my judges was living in New Hanover. Mr. Borsay here enjoys Saint Denis, much like myself.
Why shouldn't we? It's
the-
refined.
That's
One
definitely
of
not
my-
the term I'd use.
one of my lawyers for the Jack Ketchum case, I believe he was from West Elizabeth. I don't even think he was a Saint Denis goer.
And I believe Frank Sinatra, or what was his name? Mr. Sinatra.
Yes.
He lived in a donkey barn.
Yes, but
That
he
idiot.
was a poor excuse of a judge or a lawyer.
Oh,
He was just a poor excuse. We can just leave it at that.
Yes.
you hired him. Or wasn't that you?
I was desperate. And his application was actually very well thought out. He was just an idiot who literally perjured himself on stage and then tried to say that he didn't, even though he did when I advised him to make sure he wouldn't do it. And then he got stabbed during the court case because he was an idiot and went outside during the court case.
You need a lot more help than just a lawyer.
Yes,
Chief
I
Justice.
do. I do.
On that particular one, I think that was just natural selection trying to run its course.
I think so.
But
Well, speaking of that, Genevieve, can you have a talk whenever this conversation is over?
Yeah.
50 seconds. Tops. I just want my house.
Okay. We can discuss that.
I need $40,000.
40?
Mm-hmm.
I think we might need to find some leg irons for the judge.
I was gonna say I don't believe there's any houses that are $80,000, Mr.
No,
Mr.
the
Marseille.
most expensive one is 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which would be $17,500 in a loan?
What if I say I was gonna buy that and then don't buy it and then just have $17,000 so I can buy the mechanical steamboat?
Then I could actually file a charge of fraud.
But I would buy the steamboat as my house. Wait, I technically can, and then I could get a loan of $5,000 if I'm gonna live on a boat, like a live boat.
I think I'm gonna stick to my tent.
Much cheaper.
And plus my house goes wherever I need it.
I have honestly never slept in a tent.
They're actually quite nice, I will say.
I don't believe you. How can sleeping outside, cold, be nice?
On the ground.
It's
Personally,
horrid.
I prefer my hammock.
What is that?
You know, honestly, while y'all have your little discussion, I can step out in the yard and get my tent set up, and I'll show you exactly how nice they are.
Governor, how do you want to proceed with who is in charge of this investigation besides the Rangers?
Oh, God.
I know.
We need, first and foremost, we got to get the sheriffs in the know.
And I would say the marshals.
Governor,
Hmm?
may I make a suggestion, sir?
What's that?
I think for the actual investigation, we should have Marshal Connor take the lead.
I would agree that we do need to get the marshals involved too, but I want to get my sheriffs in the know first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
Because I see them around day in, day out, especially right around in here. So we'll get them in the know. I'll get something out to the marshals to let them know that they need to get in touch with me and go from there. Captain Knight,
Yes, sir.
I'll leave getting the sheriffs in the know to you,
Yes, sir.
and I'll get in touch with the marshals.
I'll set out to find the sheriffs.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
May I make one more suggestion for the three of you? Maybe throw Winnie in there too. Whenever you guys are up and moving around, throw a telegram out that you guys are moving. That way we can come get you. Make sure you're not alone.
I know it's gonna make your travels a little slower there, Chief Justice, but
Not
I've,
with
fine.
me, it's not.
I've
I
usually
can
got.
always, I can always make people come to me. I don't mind.
Well, it shouldn't be hard. I can usually get at least 2 rangers down to you.
You all are pretty active.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, you won't even know we're there.
They can be invisible if you need them to be.
And well, most people do expect law. Most of the time, they expect Pinkertons to be with me, but since their role is just a hired agency, they will not be protecting me unless they volunteer to do so. I do have a good relationship with Director Cutts and Suit, so
My rangers will defend you. I know. I will say this because this is one thing I have impressed very hard upon all of them through their training, is that at the end of the day, they will do whatever is necessary to protect innocent lives. So if somebody should be foolish enough to point a weapon at you, ma'am, they will die. Because my men will not hesitate to pull the trigger. My boys are some of the fastest pulls, and I can promise you they're damn accurate.
it's good to know. And like I said, please make sure that my other judge is also safe.
Yes,
See.
ma'am.
My suggestion was for the 3 of you. I see the telegraph go out. I'll bring any rangers I can with me.
And I've got.
Do I have my address book so I could send you a bird?
That would be a good thing to have.
That would be a good thing to have. My P.O. box is number 10. You need me directly? You could just put it in there as Reed or Ranger Reed.
Simon Reed. And yours, Mr. Silo?
P.O. Box number 3.
I need to set up my mailbox. I also need to go to the bank.
Well, we can definitely do that right now if you got time, Chief Justice.
I do. Mr. Borsay, what would you like to discuss? Do you want to go up to our office privately really quick?
No, I just want to buy a house.
Okay. How much is the house?
3,000, I already have the 1,500.
Okay. We'll go get the remainder.
Thank you. I want an outside office here in Bajou.
Oh, I see.
You know the one with the orange, like, what is it?
No, I don't. I'll be honest. I tried to stay
Oh.
far away from those smokestacks.
What? No, but that's in
It
the
clogged
swamp.
up my throat.
That's in the swamp. It's gonna be the outside office.
Oh, I see.
It's if you take the bridge here, on the right,
Mm-hmm.
right across there is like a tiny house. That's with an orange orchard. That's the one.
You're gonna become an orange farmer?
No. Putain merde, no. I will hire someone for that.
Yeah, I've been eyeing that property for a while, but I guess you got to it first.
I'm sorry.
No, no, you're fine.
I was waiting for Genevieve for about a week.
Bill always makes fun of me saying that I should become an orange farmer.
Well, you can get the oranges. I don't really care about them. As long as you leave a few so it looks nice. But if they start getting moldy, then please take them. There is someone running here.
Hi, this is robbery. No! No!
Oh, Jasper.
You know, Jasper, we really gonna have to get you another vest when you want to do robberies.
What are you talking about?
There you go. And you know the drill. First of the month.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
pay
I
what you're
do.
able to. You know the drill.
No, I have no clue what you're on about.
Do you mind escorting me down to the bank, gentlemen?
Yes,
Would
ma'am.
you take me with?
And probably Justice Borsay.
Toes.
You want to share a buggy?
That would be lovely.
I
I'll
usually
walk up.
park mine here.
Hey, Captain.
Yes, sir.
Did want to talk to you about something
What you got?
as well. So, you know how we found
Oh,
those,
she's going up front.
you know how we found those speakeasies?
Yes, sir.
Thinking about buying a house out there, near one. Just to keep an eye on it.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm thinking about McFarland's Ranch. What do you think?
It's a beautiful area out there.
That it is. I'm hoping I get enough traffic to make it worth my while.
Mine has better cushions. The cushions in this one are better.
Oh, they are.
I feel like the president.
I don't think the president drives his own buggy, though.
Okay, that is true. So now you're just enjoying me driving you? Putain, merde. Ah ouais.
More than likely.
Okay, I guess I have to invest in a six horse coach.
Oh, is that you
Those
gonna be
are
your
nice.
next investment?
Hmm?
Is that gonna be your next investment?
Right now it's gonna be a house.
6-horse coach and a steamboat.
I do be thinking of the steamboat, but it's $10,000.
That's
But-
quite expensive.
Yeah, I don't get paid enough for that. Genevieve, I need a pay raise.
I do too.
I want a steamboat.
I think
No, I think everyone needs a steamboat. Why not?
Reed, take that
I
north
agree.
door.
But not if it's on Steam. Yeah, there you go. Voila.
Oh, sorry, Governor.
Oh, you're fine.
Looks like she's all
All
done.
finished up, man. And again,
I just want to get into the goals. Put on nails. I keep on tripping.
we need to put you two in a ring.
Me neither. I could never be violent.
Hey, Captain, I wonder how many people would pay to see that.
Oh, I don't want to find out. What the?
No. Mr. Borsay, knock it off.
Excuse.
We did do a trial by combat once. That was interesting.
It was.
Oh, is that how
Between-
you get a bar license?
I mean, maybe. It was between two mentally deficient individuals. we ended up having them fight.
They fought Riker.
Yeah.
Did not go well for them. At all.
The government building, that's usually where I rest my head.
Reed, you got a point.
Place is so cramped. It looks
Excuse?
pretty, but it's so cramped.
What do
Go
you
ahead
mean?
and take
It's
lead,
not-
Reed. I'll take the
It's
side.
not, it's not cramped if you have enough money to buy yourself a fine property. I do feel like this is made specially for us.
Well, typically there's a trolley, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to ride right here.
Yeah, till I get them damn trolleys working, I think we should take advantage of it.
Only. But it's beautiful here. Between the trees.
Alright, well, thank you, gentlemen. I am going to go lay my head down. Governor, are you riding back to your ranch?
More than likely.
Alright. Well, you all have a good night. And I appreciate you all looking into that letter for me.
Yes, ma'am. We'll keep you advised of anything we find.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
I'll walk you up to the door.
Thank you.
Assuming you want some company, Governor.
Have a good night, Chief Justice.
You too.
Well, you're going to your house, right?
Mm-hmm. Across the bridge.
Okay. Well, we could all just ride with you over there.
True.
Close enough.
Yep.
Say, what kind of beer does Deputy Scales bring? How old is he anyway?
I don't know. Not old enough though.
Have you had a Deputy Scales since he was born?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So it's been a few years for you.
Yep. Yeah, all these guys are my babies.
I'm glad somebody likes these damn Crocs.
What are you grumbling about?
Well, and you know I'll be nice, but if one of them bastards shows his teeth to me, I'm gonna redecorate him.
Hey, that's fine.
Might turn him into a nice pair of boots or something.
I almost wrestled one of them.
Merci for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
I do thank you, Siler, Jasper, Tinker, Simon. Yeah, oui, Simon.
Just
All right.
read.
Nah, I prefer Simon.
Well, we have another Simon who's a ranger as well. Simon Kenton is his name.
How am I gonna keep you apart?
You have Simon and you have Reed.
Reed. I'm not good at that. But then, au revoir, gentlemen. You have a pleasant day. I'm gonna go decorate my new house.
Yeah.
All right.
You have a good night.
Have a good night, Judge.
Stay safe.
Well, you boys ride safe.
You as
You
well.
good?
All right, Jasper. Have a good night.
Yeah, Governor, let's get you back to the range.
All right. Ain't really had a chance to talk to you in a little while since our last little chat.
No, sir. I know the state business keeps you awfully tied up.
That it does.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping a package will be delivered to your ranch here for too much longer.
Oh?
Sent a letter to my brother. He's boxing up them old journals. Was gonna get them shipped out this way.
Oh, all right.
I told him if he would just have them delivered out here to your ranch, then I'd pay for the shipping cost on them.
All right. I'll be keeping an eye out.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm hoping just any time now they should be showing up.
Well, are you all right with me discussing a little bit of business with you?
Oh.
All right, or?
Nah, go right ahead, Governor. I don't
All
hide
right.
anything from my men.
Well, I kind of figured that since they was a little bit in the middle of the whole situation too, they probably had a decent idea of everything that was going on.
Yes, sir.
At least the most of it.
We all had a good long chat about what was going on.
All
There
right.
were a few of them, weren't there?
Yes, sir. Well, you know, have a chat with one, a couple more of you boys managed to make it up, so I had to tell y'all the story.
But after we had our little talk there, I did have a sit down with the chief, like I said I would,
I appreciate that.
and I asked him the question that you asked me if I would. And he said from that point in time, which it was that same day that we had our talk, I
Yes.
talked to him. So he said he'd have an answer for you in 2 weeks from that point in time, so that should be coming up here before too awful long.
Yes, sir.
As far as how that would go, and y'all are welcome to my ranch if that'd be an amicable spot for you to meet up if that's what he decides to do.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey.